Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Power of Pride. My name is Ristar, and I'll be running Ristar here on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. I am so freaking tired because I do not wake up at 6:50 in the morning on usual times. Usually, I am very asleep at this point. Usually, I would have gone to bed about 2 hours ago at this point, in fact. So let's play some Ristar. Well, super exhausted. This is this is my favorite game of all time, and I hope you all enjoy and have a good rest. Without further ado, I will count us down. 3, 2, 1, go. So welcome to Ristar. It is a very late era Genesis game. It was like the first week of '95 or something like that, and it's one of the best games of all time, and definitely one of the best Genesis games. It's just gorgeous, and it plays really well. It's a lot of freaking fun. So the whole idea is it's your you could say run-of-the-mill jumpy kind of platformers, but it's got its own little gimmick here with the hand grabs. And with these things, these are the star poles, which usually when I go on a star pole, you'll notice I get a little bit more quiet because you have to time them very carefully. Star poles are the big speed tech in this game. Usually you will be using them to skip big sections that you would have to otherwise climb around. We'll be using it for another section here. There's a tree in this level, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit the tree twice, and it knocks the tree down, and then Ristar will kind of look at it in a cute way and be like, oh, whoa, I knocked down a tree, but we don't need to worry about that. Because we can just fly over it. And that saves a lot of time, not only just from the movement and of just getting there, but also from the tree animation. This game is really freaking cute, and Ristar himself is really freaking cute. And by the way, looks great on a shirt. So there is a Power Up with Pride t-shirt with Ristar on it, and I swear to God, they made it with me in mind, because there's no other option. They absolutely said, hey, what shirt can we make that Liz would like? Thank you for those exclamation point jetties in chat. So I'm going to attempt to do a trick here. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I call that trick assaulting the wizard. You're supposed to wait for the monkey on this wizard's back. His name is Riho, to fall down, and then you hit the wizard 3 times. Riho falls off of the wizard, you hit the Riho, it climbs back on the wizard. And then you do it again and again and again. And each time the wizard gets further away from you and it's harder to grab. But if you assault the wizard, you can reach your arms around him and hit the monkey a little bit early. And it's very precise movement, actually, like shockingly precise, but it's a matter of extreme muscle memory for me right now. I spent literally like 4 hours doing nothing but save state practice with Riho. Alright, so y'all know how, like, in every single video game ever, water levels suck and are the worst thing. Just the absolute worst. That is not the case with Ristar. In Ristar, water levels are a lot of fun. They're fast, quick movement, very nice and fluid. The sea doesn't expand and explode as a star enters it. All good stuff. It's just like really fast, quick movement. It's a lot of fun. Definitely way better than Ristar's cousin Sonic. Although I am also a huge Sonic fan, and I do speedrun some Sonic games. I am the Genesis Queen. For those who have never seen or heard of me before, my name is Ristar, the Genesis Queen. I speedrun a bunch of Genesis games, and I one of my I'm currently doing a thing called the Genesis Quest, where I'm playing through every single Genesis game ever made, which is really interesting and fun. There's a lot of cool games that you will have missed. It's kind of my thing. Right, so this next level is a labyrinth of sorts, in the same sense that a classical labyrinth is just one straight line that goes in a circle. It involves a bunch of different rooms, and you have to solve a little puzzle in each room. Usually involves killing an enemy. Here we're going to do a frog jump. Kind of precise. You have to like move backwards a bit before you jump in order to time it well. Usually the first... Oh, actually, wait. So I like this room a lot. You climb up. Usually you're supposed to wait for the water level to rise so that you can reach these things a little bit early. I mean, so that you can reach these things and kill them to open up the door, but we don't even need to worry about that. We just climb up. It's like some of the most fun movement in the game to me. And like when it goes fast, it is so satisfying. Climbing fast with Ristar, like it's an intended mechanic and it's, you know, you're supposed to do it, but like doing it fast, it's a very specific timing. These cute little squids. You have to... I always stay at the top there because if you go at the bottom, that final squid baby kind of runs away from you. It's very interesting. And I recently PB'd. I had not PB'd since October 2017, and I PB'd earlier this week during practice and just general grinding. I've been on a PB pace for ages. Like I'll get into like the final levels with 30 seconds down, and I'm just like, okay, I can do it. I can do it, and then I always lose it right at the end due to a trick that I'm really bad at. But I got the trick first try, and then I messed up on really, really easy stuff and only PB'd by 2 seconds. But that's neither here nor there. I also PB'd. So this is Osat. Osat is a shark, a cute painted shark. I really like him. He's pretty, but at the same time, he's also the worst boss in the game. He gave us good RNG. I just missed him once. Basically, what Osat will do is he has 6 attacks, 3 of which you can hit him during and 3 of which you cannot hit him during. And he chooses them randomly. This game has a lot of RNG. That would be random number generator, and it can really fluctuate your runs. 3 attacks that you can hit Osat with, 3 attacks you can't, and you just gotta hope that he does the 3 that you can. You just gotta hope. Okay, so this level has a new trick discovered in it semi-recently by the current record holder, Chubbus. Shoutouts to Chubbs. Basically, we're going to take this little stone Ristar here, and we're just going to go ahead and carry him through the entire level. Just go on. Listen, alright, don't you talk to me or my son ever again. Okay, got that. That's a very precise throw. And again, pretty precise throw. Did not get the quick movement afterwards. So, oops. So we bring him over here. And when you throw him on that, it creates a hole and you're able to skip a huge segment of the level. We just figured out that's a thing because like either you have to do that or there are meteorites that fall right there, and they have a 1 in 4 chance of dropping a stone Ristar statue, which is the faster method, because that enables you to use a star pole earlier in the level to move a little bit faster. Did I just mess up? Simon says I didn't. Okay, good. It allows you to use the star pole slightly faster. But that involves a lot of RNG, and honestly, I don't know about you, I don't want to have to lose every, like, oh, wow, I did mess up, Simon says. I don't want to have to lose, like, almost every single thing. It is way too early for Simon Says video game. Jeez Louise. Okay. Alright, so this is one of the hardest levels in the game, so I'm gonna be a little quiet here. It's a lot of start pole movement. Okay, good. Nope. Hold on a second. No. There we go. So you use that last one to kind of launch you in between that tiny crack so that you can get through a lot of the level. Go. Oh! Usually usually that platform is supposed to bounce you upwards, but it didn't this time. I almost went right through it. It's interesting. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are having a beautiful morning here with Power Up with Pride. We have my good friend, Adahan the Mole, who is giving us bad RNG. So, you know what? I take back the friend comment. He has 2 attacks he can do. He can either fly up in the air or he can land on the ground. Oh my god, this is... Really? Two in a row? Alright then. Usually he's really nicer than that. So you hit him twice, and then he does this. And honestly, this is like one of the coolest freaking boss fights on the Genesis. Like, it is super freaking rad. And I love the sound he makes. It's actually my text tone, which is really funny when I'm out in public and all of a sudden a mole goes, and people are like, what on earth is going on? It's so good. My ringtone is also from this game, for the record. I don't know if you could tell, I kind of like it. If you miss Adahan, if he goes down without you grabbing him, he will have a 50% chance to show up on the left or the right side. So what I do is I just choose one at random and then grab down wildly because he'll come up on that side. I just happen to choose the wrong one there. Alright, so you beat him, he turns out just to be a cute little mole, and then he's still violent and angry at you, but he can't do any damage, you just hit him once. The story, by the way, is that all the leaders of the different worlds are being controlled by the evil Kaiser Greedy, and you need to stop them and free them of their evil control. Adahan is one of those leaders. Next up, this is the actual hardest level in the game. It has a lot of very difficult movement. This first part specifically is a lot. It is basically, we have to do this exactly perfectly. Okay, we should have it. If we do this exactly perfectly, we will reach a cycle. We call it the God cycle. So that when we get up here, it will just be right there. If we're a little too late, that puff of air will go back down. Alright, now for the second part, using a very precise throw, we land that on there. That's actually very precise. And next up is a double frame perfect trick. The only of the sort in this game. Let's see how long it takes me to get it. Hold on. I had to take my headphones out. No, 2. 3 attempts! That is really good at 7 in the morning. I'm very proud of that. I will accept that. I am shockingly good at that. Like I said, like pretty much double frame perfect trick. So now we have this boss. I'm going to try to get... Alright, good. That usually we would just do 3 hits on that, but we recently discovered you can do 4 with very quick movement. Ooh, okay, almost got like the quickest kill on this that you possibly can. Alright, so I'm playing on the Japanese version. If you ever played the American version, you may look at that boss and be like, that looks slightly different. And that's because in the American version, those notes don't appear over the birds' heads. you just basically have to guess which bird is going to slam down at what point, and so we play the Japanese version in order to alleviate that randomness. So this level's cute. I like it a lot. This world is really good. Like, music-themed worlds are pretty cool. This level is all about health management, which unfortunately I messed up. We would be able to take a few good damage boosts if we had not taken that much damage, but unfortunately, those birds at the beginning are basically RNG whether or not you can hurt them without getting hurt. So we aren't able to take as many damage boosts. That's the level. Alright, so here we have the next boss, Awek. You'll notice each world is level 1, mini boss, level 2, and then level 3, which is just a boss. Here we have Awek, which I guess is like supposed to be a bird call, like he interrupts the symphony and wants to sing, and unfortunately is absolutely god-awful at it. So we have to stop him. Usually, you would be hitting, the fence post, and you'd be knocked back like that. But you can just face left and be knocked into the fence post instead, and it allows for some quick movement. Awek can give you some really bad RNG, so we'll see if you'll be very nice to us. Good. Thank you, Awek. It's very kind of you. Alright, who wants to see something cute? Thumbs up! I'm going to sacrifice time just to show you something super cute. Wow! This game is one of the cutest games of all time, for the record. Like, I just freaking love Ristar. He's so good. Sega! Bring him back, please! I don't know if you could tell, but considering I named myself after this boy, I might like him a bit. I just got a gold on that split. Okay, so if we stand still, Ristar has idle animations, and in this level, he builds a little snowman. It's so cute. It's a cute little snowman. Okay, so this is Freon. I let go of that just a little bit early. That might not be good. I hope I have enough health for this. I'll just grab that backup health. Each level basically has its own idle animations. My favorites are this level. I definitely hit grab. Game, don't you give me that. I definitely hit grab. Is this and Scorch, the fire level, where he kind of fans himself. He's like, boy, I'm hot, and he fans himself. It's really cute. So this bully has been messing with us this entire level, and now we gotta fight him in a snowball fight. So what I'm doing right now, oh my god, really, with that perfect hop? Are you kidding me, game? It's RNG when the bully will throw. You have to hit him while he's throwing. It's also RNG when he hops, when he hippity hops. So you gotta make sure not to do it right when he hops. If you release your snowball at the exact perfect time, it's not frame perfect, it's like maybe 3 frames. Ristar will do a nearly undodgeable attack, and the only way he'll dodge it is if it's like frame perfect dodge, or if he is immediately throwing a snowball. So the quick movement on that is pretty difficult. That is one of the more difficult bosses in this game. And now we have another water level. But again, water levels are nice, and we like those. And yeah, the ice animations are really cute. This game is great because not only does it make water like actually good, but it also makes ice like actually good. It's not your traditional ice mechanics. When you get on the ice, instead Ristar will slip and fall, and he'll just continue on in that path until you jump or get off the ice. This is called slope jumps. It is enough. Okay, that's enough slow jumps for me. I don't want to fall all the way back down. Using grabbing and jumping, you can change your momentum, but if you do it just a little bit incorrectly, you will fall, and it loses you a lot of time. Here we have one of the best bosses in all of video games. Is a kitty cat. His name is Eatamore, and his last name is Lunch. He is Eatamore Lunch. He is a cat, and we need to feed him spicy curry given to us by the bully, who is now our friend. Because we made friends during this. Listen, alright, maybe the true Ristar was the friends we made along the way. The whole concept, the whole reason he's a cat, by the way, is because the Japanese have a concept called nekojita, which is cat's tongue, and it's a pun, because they think that, like, it's a I guess you could say stereotype, that cats dislike spicy food, so we're feeding him spicy curry. That doesn't really translate for Americans, so when they brought it over here, they made him an abominable snowman who melts from hot flies instead. But this is way better because it's a cat. I mean, let's be real here. And goodbye, Eatamore. Have a good one. Alright, so we're about to get on the final level. Before we do, I would ask if we have any announcements, but I was already told, hey friends, we have some incentives coming up. If you would like to donate towards an amazing cause, you can donate towards any of those incentives. We have a bunch coming up. It's ! incentives in chat. And thank you so much for supporting Power for Pride. Now then, this level is mean. This level is very mean. This level kills like every single one of my speedruns. Let's see it kill this one too. Basically, this level has one of the hardest tricks for me and no one else in this video game. We'll see how I do. I ran this game at AGQ 2018 and just had to give up on this trick. So, oh, perfect. That was really fast. All right, so that is automaton skip, and grabbing at the right place on that one-way pole, I guess, you can actually go through it the wrong way. Very difficult, but saves a bunch of time. Alright, so here we have Commander Hat. Now, Commander Hat is 4 different attack patterns. You just have to memorize the attack patterns and hope that your grab doesn't go through him. I'm looking at you, freaking PB. Are you kidding me? I lost like 30 seconds on this guy because my hand went through him. So annoyed at that. Could have gotten like a 30-second PB if not for that. It's okay. Commander Hat will be nice to me this time, right? There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Commander Hat. Didn't go through him that time. That is definitely that is definitely one of the best automaton skips I've gotten. I think the best in a marathon, actually. I split incorrectly. Okay. I mean, it's fine. It's not like y'all can see it. Okay, so this next level is kind of similar to the second world's second level, where it's a bunch of rooms and then we have to solve puzzles to get through. Usually it involves putting a crystal in a place or killing an enemy, getting a crystal and putting it in a place. Ooh, that was a little close. Yeah, never PB by too much. It's the law. Instead, PB by 2 seconds. But I had a PB drought of almost like 2 years, so I'm fine with it. Truly, I'm fine. We've got to leave room for future PBs. Exactly. So this level actually has a trick named after me. We'll be seeing it in just a moment. You gotta hit this guy when he's walking. I see a lot of new players of this game not understand how that boss works. Okay, so Got it. So that is a 2-frame window. You have to grab that and hit it, and if you walk against it but not under it, that's when you know you've gotten it, and you can just do that quick hippity hop up there. Saves a good amount of time. That is called the Liz strat, because I'm the one who came up with it, and also the only one who can do it consistently. I almost never miss that strat, and when I do, it's like the saddest thing ever. The other strat in that room that's really interesting is called the pancake glitch, discovered by our friend Kick-Ass Pancakes. May he rest in peace. He actually retired from speedrunning, so I'm making a joke. He's actually fine. But he discovered that trick where if you have the like moving platforms push you against the wall and into the platform, it pancakes you against the wall and pushes you into the side of the level, and when you touch the side of the level, the game thinks you're ending the level. So it plays the end of level music, but it doesn't actually end the level, so for the rest of the level, the end of level music plays. So it doesn't do anything. But it does make end of level music play. But it's also interesting because if you mash it frame perfectly, it crashes the game. But in the beta version, if you do it, instead, the level ends fast. The levels end faster in the beta version, so you will instead actually skip the rest of the level. So if you ever wanted to run beta %, which I don't know why you would, it's not very fun, you could do that. Anyway, so this is Iranim. He is a robot soldier made by that blue dude up there, Ionosis. You attempt, no, you messed that up. It's okay. Okay. So he does different attacks based on your based on where you are. Good. There we go. That was what I was supposed to do. Basically, you want to be at a certain distance inside of him and then out of him. And what I'm doing is I'm taking advantage of iframes. When you grab, you have some iframes directly afterwards, which you can then grab again if you're inside of him. And that allows you to do a nice quick kill on him. Otherwise, you get knocked back and you have to do it again and again and again. So we're getting up to the end of the game, so be prepared on that timer, friends. And listen, I want to thank y'all so much for hanging out, having a good time. Ristar is such a good time. I love this game so much. I will literally play it at any point at any point. Even 6:50 in the morning, which, trust me, not many things get that honor. Hey Liz, do you want to play Darkened Sky at 6:50 in the morning? Actually, I think I've done that at one point. So you know what, maybe that's not a good, Hey Liz, you want to play McDonald's Treasureland Adventure at 6:50 in the morning? I'm good. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. So we're going up to Ibar 555, controlled by Ionosis, who is basically Greedy's head scientist. We're doing something called grab canceling, which if you get knocked back, but then grab diagonally down in the direction you want to go, you half your recoil, which allows us to hit Ibar much faster. Ibar also has this laser he can do, and when he does the laser, he's actually, he cannot be knocked down. So, seeing two lasers is pretty bad RNG there. Alright, we're going up to the final boss. He is, the hardest boss in video games. When you first play this boss, you'll get here with maybe one continue left, because this game is legitimately very difficult. And you will lose it, and you'll use the level select code, which, by the way, the level select code is I love you. This game is really cute. Have I said that? And he will use up literally every single one of those continues. He is unbelievably difficult. So if you've ever seen him get caught, hopefully I'll be able to do a good job in showcasing. All right. So now we're on phase 2. And now it's all the same. That first phase is a lot of movement, or a lot of RNG. Coming up on the final hit. Time. Whew. Okay, that was GG. That was a lot to try and say all at once. He has RNG in his second phase, and then the third phase is the same every time. And it's just a matter of memorization at that point. Oh gosh, we did it though. 29:23, which is actually really good. I think that's the fastest I've done in a marathon. A low 29 is my average at this point. That's usually what I get. My PB is a 28:38, and the world record is like a high 27. So yeah, that was a pretty good run. And then Ristar dances throughout the credits, and it's, again, say it with me, friends, the cutest thing I've ever seen. So thank you all so much for watching. Ristar is incredible. Again, if you are interested, Power Up with Pride is having a sponsor by Yeti, the Yeti, and they made an amazing Ristar t-shirt. Definitely get yours because it is incredible, and when the heck else are you going to find a Ristar t-shirt? Although I say that, but I already own one, because of course I do. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay tuned because there's more going on all weekend. I do not have another run, but I'll be in chat. I love you all, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go to bed. Night, friends.
Good night.